Hello guys, new season, new artifact, new builds. Guys, you need to try this combo. I already unlocked the last column of the artifact in order to try all the new mods. In the one called Rays of Precision with this combo just melts. It's really good, and the best part, it's the ease of use. So, let's start. We are going to use Vex Mythoclast, the Vault of Class exotic, and Rain of Fire, a Warlock exotic. Because Vex Mythoclast is a fusion rifle, with Rain of Fire, every time you get a kill with it, you become Radiant. Like, again, ease of use, really easy to use. And by the way, with Vex Mythoclast, you have a catalyst. And that catalyst, what it does is, when you kill enemies, you overcharge the gun, and that overcharge will make you do even more damage, which is a really good catalyst. And it can stack with Radiant, that you get from Rain of Fire, and Surges. So it's just a huge amount of damage. And it packs a punch. Fair to say, it does pack a punch. Plus, the linear mode of Vex Mythoclast, that's right, you can use it as a linear rifle, you get bullets to use it as a linear rifle. It got a huge buff this season, and that buff gives you more damage against champions. So, it's going to be nice to use against champions in the Nightfall, in lost sectors, or every type of activity where there's champions. Really good. And while you're Radiant, your guns get anti-barrier rounds. So even though there's no seasonal mods for champions for fusion rifles, well, 90% of the time you're Radiant, so you have anti-barrier rounds. Now, it's not a new build, guys. It's not. But the thing is, with the artifact this season, there's mods there that enhance this build to the next level. Normally, I show the artifact last, or sometimes I don't even show it at all. But this time the artifact is really important for this build. And I'm just gonna talk about the ones that really enhance this build. So for the second column, you have Kindling Trigger. While Radiant, solar weapons, our good friend Vex Mythoclast, will scorch targets. Unscorched targets, will scorch unscorched targets. So they get scorched, they start burning, they get a little bit of damage over time. It's really good. You also have Flint Striker. Rapid Solar Precision Hits or Rapid Solar Final Blows will give you Radiant. And the one that really brings the build together, like that enhances to the next level, like next level of mass destruction, is Rays of Precision. While Radiant, Solar Precision Final Blows cause ignitions. So this mod is the star of the show. So we have our loop. We defeat one enemy, we become Radiant. While Radiant, we defeat another enemy with a headshot, and we watch the world burn. That's it. Simple. Okay, so let's build it according to the loop we want to do. Okay. We going to use Dawnblade with Well of Radiance, like what else? Healing Rift, you can use whatever you want here. I really like Strafe Glide. The melee, use the melee of your choice. And for grenades, I highly recommend Healing Grenade, okay? It's not an ability spam build, so Healing Grenade will be really good here. I'll show you why in a couple of seconds. The aspects are Touch of Flame, so our healing grenade is going to be stronger, and Icarus Dash. You can use it rises if you really want to use it rises, but I really like Icarus Dash. Plus, with Rain of Fire, every time you dash in the air, you're going to reload your weapons, so it suits the build even better. For the fragments, first one, Ember of Empyrean. I know it takes stats away from you, but trust me, it's well worth it. It's amazing with this build because when you are Radiant or you have Restoration from Healing Grenade, when you get solar weapon kills, which we will get a lot because of Vex Metaclass, you extend the duration of those buffs. So it's possible for you to kill one enemy, get Radiant, throw a healing grenade to the ground, and if there's enemies to kill, you can stay the whole fight with Restoration in Radiant. Guys, I don't know what to say, but it's one of the best run and gun builds I ever see. It's really good, and you could be brain dead and play with this build. It's so easy. It's for lower tier content and even medium. Let's see on GMs how it goes, but for now, GMs are not in the game. When they are, I'll update with the builds I'm using. For now, it's really strong. So that was Ember of Empyrean. Next one, Ember of Solace. So Radiant and Restoration have increased duration. So more time for you to get that kill to extend the timer. Really good. And again, is easy of use. Now, we're going to choose two mods that normally we would not choose for this build because it's not a ignition build. But this season it will be because of Rays of Precision, the artifact mod. So we're going to choose Ember of Shar. Ignitions spread Scorch to affected targets, and it gives you 10 discipline more, so nice. And we're going to use Ember of Eruption. Ignitions have increased area of effect. Like the area is not that big, so this one will help a little bit. And now that all our fragments are nice and tidy, let's check our gear mods. In our helmet, Harmonic Siphon, so we get orbs while we are killing with Vex Metaclass. I went with Powerful Friends because I play with my clanmates a lot, and so every time I pick an orb, they'll get charged off light, so this helps them. And I went with Heavy Ammo Finder. You know, it's always nice to have more heavy. So yeah. Gloves. Since it's a build for guns and not an ability spam build, we go with Harmonic Loader, so we have faster reloads with solar weapons. Even though we don't need it because of Rain of Fire, you just need to dash in the air and you reload your weapon, but sometimes we forget, or maybe you want to pair it with a solar rocket launcher, you know, something like that, so you have better reloads. I went with Impact Induction, so when you melee an enemy, it will give you better cooldowns on your grenade, so faster healing grenade, which helps a lot, and Harmonic Dexterity. On our chest, guys, my chest is the same for every single build I have. It's full of resist mods, and you know why? Because that DPS is 0 DPS. I'm pretty sure my friends from the Division game will agree. And in our boots, our exotic of choice, Rain of Fire, I just went with 2 solar weapon surges. You know, you can go with recuperation if you want, but I don't think it's really needed because our healing grenade, but it's up to you. You can go with only 1 surge, you can go with 3. I went with 2, and surges stack with Radiant and with the overcharge mode of Vex Metaclass with a catalyst, so more and more damage makes Vex really, really good. And last but not least, our item class, I went with a proximity ward. I love this mod. So basically when you do a finisher, you get a huge overshield. Okay, you only get the overshield while you're doing the finisher. The thing is, sometimes you're doing the finisher and you're exposed. Enemies are hitting you and they can kill you. But with this huge finisher, with this huge overshield, I forgot the word. With this huge overshield, you won't die. Okay. I also went with Bomber. Bomber gives you faster grenade when you use your rift, so more healing. And I went with time dilation. Time dilation because we are using surges, so more time on our surgers, longer time doing more damage. And that's it, guys. That's all pieces of the puzzle together. That's the build. Hope you try it. Hope you enjoy it. It's a really long season, and I really think that this build will be great for most content, honestly. So yeah, try it out and let me know in the comments what you thought. And guys, a like and a subscription would be amazing for such a small channel like this. Thanks a lot, guys. See you in the next one.